I think from a business perspective, we are all, let's say it, in a bit of a rat race. And we often manage our businesses on a day-to-day basis. If you're looking for a standard run-of-the-mill business development program, then you're looking in the wrong place. I mean, the reason I've attended this particular retreat is to focus on me, and not just to focus on the exterior, but to focus on the interior as well. Because for me, it's about being emotionally intelligent, emotionally sound. Because if I'm not together in that respect, then how on earth am I going to lead a business? How am I going to manage a team of people who are working towards a common goal? So, in my view, this is the program where you say, this is for me. And you know, the old saying that a chicken is ruled by the head is very true. So, you know, if the MD or the owner of the business is not in a particularly good space for whatever reason, he's been through a traumatic time in his childhood, even recent trauma as well, how on earth is he going to manage a business in a manner that is conducive to efficient output? That's the right way to look at it. So as I said, my focus has been on focusing on the inner me, to focus on, you know, being a lot more conscious as an individual, to just be a lot more aware, because and a lot more calmer as well, because if you're calmer and you're conscious, you think before you act. And if you're like me, it's very common, or it's very easy to shoot from the hip and then have to pick the pieces up later. So my objective, as I said, is simply to be a lot more conscious in the way I run my life, to be aware of what's around me, who's around me, and when I say something or do something, I'm aware of how it's going to land before it actually lands. And that's important to me. I feel in a much better space having attended this particular retreat. And if there's any doubt in your mind about attending, what have you got to lose? Do it. You've got absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain as an owner of a business. And not only will your business environment improve as well, but you as an individual, your family life, your friends, and everything around you. So there's a lot of follow-on effects as well associated with attending a retreat of this nature. Well, for the sake of repeating myself, I'm leaving here in a much calmer state. I'm leaving here with a level of consciousness that I've never known in my entire life. I've always operated at 150 miles an hour, and I just feel so much calmer. I feel an inner peace that I've never really experienced before, and I feel a lot more at peace with myself in the sense that I've had some childhood challenges. I think we all have. So I've dealt with a lot of those. I've gone back. We've had conversations with myself, which was part of the program, by the way. It's not me talking to myself. And a few other activities within the retreat which have allowed me to look back and just understand and perhaps take a different perspective on why certain events unfolded in my life. And I feel a lot more at peace with that. My father obviously played a huge role in my life, good and bad. And I feel a lot more at peace with my father in knowing that he did what he knew was right, what he thought was right. That doesn't mean that I have to continue the same path as him, and I'm making a conscious effort to change the pattern. So that, as I said previously, it's about being a lot more aware of who I am, a lot calmer, a lot more relaxed, taking a different perspective on life, stopping, taking a breath, and just enjoying the journey. I think the facilitators are great. This was a completely new experience for me. Would I say I had some doubts about attending a course of this nature, because I've never done anything like this before in my entire life. I've been about business, I've been about sport, rugby, typical male macho type image who would consider a retreat of this nature being frowned upon by your close friends. So I took that leap of faith and I said, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this for me. The facilitators have assisted me in that process. They've been unbelievably professional, but at the same time very caring and very nurturing, because you know, as a part of the process, there's a lot of hurt that comes up, there's a lot of tears, and it can be a very, very emotional process that unravels over the course of the week, which is good, because that's part of it. That's the way it, you know, instead of hiding hurt and banking it and just trying to block it out, At this particular retreat, we dealt with it. We uncovered it, we dug it up, and we dealt with it. And thanks to the facilitators, I was able to do a lot of that. So yeah, very professional, very caring, love them to bits. And I look forward to continuing this process with the facilitators, either on a one-on-one basis or on another retreat, however things pan out. But I rate them very, very highly. They all bring to the table a different perspective, a different skill set, and it just gels really, really well. And it just made the particular retreat so much more enjoyable.